Okay, let's continue right where we left off. So I need to go in and first going to determine which one of these animations is going to be actually my actual attacks. So we have a sword attack. Oh, that was the death. Okay. So we got the sword attack. We have the two hand. If I can just stop the pop-up from showing up, that would be great. So we got the two hand. We got the sword and shield. I can't use enter. And then the great jump. Alright, so I guess that'll be the last one. So let's see. I'm gonna name this Combo 3. So I'll start with this, do a round, and then end with the combo. Bah! Alright, so combo 1. And I'll name this combo 2. Okay, can't make the montage here. So I'll go back and make each of these into a montage. Create animation montage. So before I said I wasn't going to add a charging state, but I'll fake it by using one frame. So in here, if we right click, we can add a new montage section. We'll call it charging. Spelling is key. Of which that means I'm gonna horribly ruin it. So we have charging. I meant to delete the default one. Delete segment. Maybe I should not have. I have something over delete section. I think I did this wrong. Hold on. I just want to delete this tag. Delete montage section. There we go. Okay, I deleted the wrong thing before. So now we have charging. And then we have attack. So now with these two settings, I should be able to go in here and say we're going to do charging. Charging loop. Go back. I'm losing my play button and everything. There we go. There we go. So charging goes to charging. I just click this preview and then go in here. I'm going to the charging. I click charging, then I click charging here, so that way charging will forever loop onto itself until the actual animation montage says it's going to go to something else. So I'm actually going to move this back. So it looks a little glitchy. Normally you would have some kind of either looping animation or still animation to be able to show the charging state, and then you'll go directly into the attack state after that. So I'm going to save this one. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other two real quick. Make sure I delete the right things. CHARGING. Charging. And let's see. I can't remember if it's attacking or attack. Delete section. So charging. Then it'll go into this afterwards and end. All right, then we have our third charging. Delete that one. Then attacking. Charging and charging. And then I'll go into that one afterwards. Now the only thing you have to do is make sure that this says full body. Make sure this one is allotted to full body and make sure the other one is allotted to full body. Otherwise the animation montage won't show anything at all. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to go to the actual graph for the code for the attacks and verify what they say for the actual code. So if I go to the main event, process attack, that goes into mid attack. It's going to come in here, play the first animation from our combo list, which I can add in now. So we have combo 1 to combo 2 to combo 3. And the first section should be called charging, which it is. Because of paranoia, I'm coming in here and making sure. Charging, charging, all right. Now, if we go to the next step of the combo, which is actually down here, once the animation trigger for charging is fired, it's going to come in here to see what it needs to do next. So first it's going to say, hey, are we supposed to be charging in this actual animation? And if these are checked, that means yes. For this certain animation montage in this section, we can charge this move. If you turn them all off, that means none of your moves are chargeable, and you can just, fire to the next animation back to back to back, however you want to do that. But if it's checked, then it's going to go in, and as soon as you click and hold, you'll be able to charge the start of that move. And as soon as you let go, it's going to leave the charging state and go into an attacking state. So here they're just checking to see if they're going to check the current level, and for that level of the combo, whether it needs to be a chargeable move or not. And it's also going to check to see whether you or the AI are currently holding the attack button down. All right, so this is the next animation montage frame that is going to jump to when you're done attacking, and it's actually called attack. So I have to go and actually fix that. All right. And I don't think I can rename these, but I can delete it and add attack. I can come in here, delete this one, add attack. Delete this, add attack. Alright, so each of these now have a charging and attack state. The only thing I need now are animation notifications, so it will actually go in and notify the proper sections of code that it needs to activate the code. Of which I'm wondering why animation notifies aren't copying over. I'm wondering if it's because I made a duplicate of the initial blueprint. So if I go back to this initial blueprint, yes, choose this one, retarget. I just retargeted the original blueprint just to see if these animations would show up under here. Huh. Manage notifies. None of my notifies stayed. That's interesting. I thought the animation notifies stayed with the actual character, but I guess you have to make all new notifies. So that's a shame. So if I come here, I can make a new notification. So let's go to our graph, our animation graph that we're using. So we have one called animation notify charging. So if I put the notify here, add new notify, we'll call it charging. And I'll change it up a little bit just so you don't have naming convention issues. So I'll call it charging my class. So every time we start charging, it's going to come in here and notify me every time the animation is a little bit over. Ooh, also while I'm doing this, there should be a blend in and blend out that we want to make sure is 0, because otherwise it may skip this notification information. So we have the my charging. Then we have apply damage. Which would be in the attacking section for whenever it's supposed to actually apply damage for the move. I wish I can break this out, but I have to keep jumping back and forth. So now if we pause this animation and we scrub it, let's say I want to do damage calculation here. With apply damage, my class, and then here apply damage my class. So now we should have a damage hit here in the animation, and here in the animation, and here in the animation. And then once we're done, we should call a new animation notify, which is attack end. I'm just going over my things. Attack end. It increments the level and also allows me to attack again. And then we have end combo, which is trigger at the end of the combo. Based on what I've noticed from Devil May Cry, which is what I'm kind of imitating a little bit, is Devil May Cry has kind of stages in their animation. And what I mean by stages is they have an ease in, which is usually your step in, to your first hit. And then what they have is a window where you can, like somewhere probably around here, where you're allowed to press the attack button again to continue your combo. But if you go past that certain animation frame, you can no longer press the button to continue the combo. It'll actually end the combo, and next time you press it, it'll start the whole animation combo all over again. So what we want to do is move this attack end right about here, probably like there, so that way as soon as that hit goes through, that's actually off a little bit. Well, actually no. After that hit goes through and we're doing our follow through, we want to enable the ability to press the attack button. But then if we get probably around here, we close that window and we're going to call cancel combo or end combo. So end combo my class. So now we got the charging, we got the damage, the field where we can actually press the attack button again, and then the part where we actually end the combo. So here's what I'm going to do, since these didn't carry over for some reason. We can replace these notifies with the ones that we did. So we have charging my class. See, that one's there, but for some reason the actual event for the notify is no longer there in the system. It's probably because I duplicated the actual function, so that's probably why it's not doing it. So we have an applied damage here, notification. So apply damage my class. I'm not going to worry about ground wave because those animations were used for the demo project. I'm going to say attack end here, so I can get rid of that one. Attack end notification. I thought I added my class on the end of that, but maybe I didn't. Nope, it's just combo in. Okay, so that's the attack end, and then combo in my class. So that ends the animation. All these other things aren't really needed, like adding the attack strip on the weapon when it swings. That's normally what this did, but it attached it to the actual hand of the character, where in your situation you may want to add it to the sword to be able to get a swoosh type of effect when you're actually swinging your sword at the time that you're swinging the sword, not the time that the sword is just sitting there idle. But you can use the strip on, strip off to actually enable your particle or remove your particle from the weapon, however you do that. There's plenty of tutorials on how to do a weapon trail, but that's something that you can hook into to be able to turn it on and off. Of course, you'll probably have to come in here and change the code however you want, but right here I have the actual attachment and the attachment for the particle and what bone it's going to attach to. And here you can just get a handle to the actual weapon and attach your emitter or turn your emitter on in here. So let's see, back to here. These are very specific, so I'm gonna leave that over here. All right, so that should be good for that. Gonna compile that. And I have to go in here and add that to the other combos. So we have charging. that. So we got a hit here. We got an end of tack. And then if we get here, we'll end the combo. Damage and combo. Alright. And then the combo 3. We will charge. And then apply a damage here. And then since I don't have a combo finisher, but what I had was inside the checks for doing damage and attacking, when you do a charge, you actually trigger something that's called a combo finisher. And that variable is set as long as you're charging your attacks. And what that does is when you get to your end of your combo, you can actually do a check to see if you've charged the previous combo or a combo in the chain. And what it will do is if you charge the last combo, then it will unlock a combo finisher, which allows you to do an additional combo. Since I don't have a finisher animation or anything like that, I'm not going to add it in. But this is where you can check if you want to, depending on how you make your game or whatever. If you wanted to check for an ending combo, you can do it on the end of the final combo chain to be able to activate the ending finisher for a certain combo. But here I'm just going to call the end combo to be able to finish up the combo. And then they'll just reset everything back to 0, so you can do your 1-2 hit combo and that's it. Well, your 1-2-3 hit combo and that's it. So now that we have our character type, we have our animation. Make sure it's linking to the right one since I converted that other one over to this character as well. So we're going to use this for our animation blueprint. We're going to use this guy as our character. So now we need a actor data. So we create a blueprint class. And here we should be able to find the actor data, which will represent our character. So I'll just call it my class actor, and this will represent this character in the game. And here we're going to pick our skeletal mesh for the character, which will be the middle-aged SK male. I'm going to leave the dialogue empty, the battle icon empty. I probably can pick something. There we go. And then a party icon, which I can just pick anything else, I guess. Bloop. Alright. Everything's festive. There we go. Everything's a little festive. So, make sure I can save. So now we have the data for our actor. We need our data for our class. So we should have class actor, class data, not class actor. So we have our class actor, and we're just gonna call this guy a knight because we can. If I can spell. All right, he's a knight, and his name is my class actor. We're just gonna call him Tim, the Toolman. His name is Tim the Toolman, and he is a knight. Trying to think if I need anything else. We have this, we have that, we have that. So now we should be able to open the toolkit. Well, actually, we need to make a folder first. if we go to our project, somewhere in the ether, we can come in here, create a folder called RPG system. And a folder called data store. I'm going to verify that that path is correct. Inside of my code, inside of source code. I have to look in the actual plugin. I'm so used to having this here. So let's see, the plugin is in the Epic directory somewhere. Epic Games, there we go. And the 13 folder, engines, plugins, marketplace, toolkit. So if we look in here, inside of our data stores, we should be able to see the path that the characters are using for accessing the database, which should be in RPG Party if I remember correctly. I'm just going to edit that. So we have our game directory inside of the folder called RPG Systems and Data Store. So I'm going to make sure that that actually matches still. RPG System, I'm going to copy and paste just in case. RPG System and then Data Store. And this is where your database will sit. I'm probably going to stop here and can finish it off in the next video, and then we can actually get everything in the game running around and playing.